Hey everyone, welcome to Discovery Kids. I'm so glad you could join us today. It's going to be very, very fun. And we're going to do some new things and hear some different things. I'm so excited. And so wherever you've come from, wherever you linked into, well, we're just glad you're here. And so we're going to start off today by doing some amazing things. Do you guys like new things? Doing new things or seeing new things? Going new places? You know what? I learned a new game this week. It's called Minecraft. Yeah, and it's heaps of fun. So I've been doing that a lot. But you know what else I know? I like really new words. Do you know, I made a new word this week. It's called Blurpalicious. Blurpalicious means anything that tastes like chocolate. Pretty much. Because you know how much I love chocolate. Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. And so I call chocolate Blurpalicious. So we're gonna do some new things. And for the next 7 weeks, we're gonna be hearing from 7 different voices. Yeah. And so I think, you need to look out for who's going to be that voice. Because they're going to be our small group leaders. That's right. Yeah. So they have a special message for you all. They've been listening to God and they're going to bring what's on their heart for you to hear. They're going to help you to hear what God is saying. So every week, there'll be someone different doing it. That's going to be fun. So for the next 7 weeks, we need to listen really carefully. That's how we hear from God. We need to make sure our eyes and our mouth and our bodies, and our ears are open so that we can hear from God. Hey, I think I should put you to the test to see if you can really listen. Are you guys ready for a game? This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so in a moment, you're going to hear a noise. Yeah, you won't see it with your eyes, but you'll hear it with your ears. Then you'll need to guess what it is before I reveal the answer to you. Are you ready? Have you got your ears ready? Ready to listen? Okay. Well, I wonder if you can guess what this noise is. Should we listen to it one more time? Okay. Wow, interesting. So, I wonder what you guessed at home. Well, here is the answer to what that noise is. I think you have this in your house too. Yes, you're right. It was a toilet flushing. Yeah. You guys have heard that noise before, right? Probably once or twice a day. So, great work everyone, and keep it up because there's lots more stuff for you to hear today. I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you next week. So from Blurp, who is Blurpalicious, see you later.
Wow, that was a bit tricky. How did you guys go at guessing that noise? Well, I hope you're ready to continue listening really carefully because I'm about to announce our very first voice. Did Blurp tell you guys that we're going to be hearing 7 different messages over the next 7 weeks from 7 different voices? Well, we are, and I am super excited because at the same time, we're going to be hearing the voice of God because these leaders have been listening really carefully to what He is saying. So, I'm about to introduce you to our very first voice, but to do that, I just need to climb up here for a second. And I wonder if you can guess why. It is because our very first voice is so tall. And you know, their arm span must be just like huge. But what I love about this leader is that their heart is huge. They absolutely love you guys. They would do anything for you. They are funny, they are wise, they have a great message for you and your family today. So why don't you gather everyone in your house together and welcome with me our very first voice, Josh Hallamar.
Yep, all right. No, I'll make sure that report's done by tomorrow. 4 o'clock will be the latest I get it done, all right? Yep, oh great. Thanks for that. Okay, talk to you then.
Josh,
Yeah, mate.
can you help me email my work to my teacher?
Yes, buddy, I'll be there. Just give me 1 minute. I've just got to finish this.
Okay, thank you.
Hey Dad, can you help me with my maths work?
Yes, darling. I'll just help Jacko, and then I'll come and help you next. I've just got to finish this, all right? Won't be 2 seconds.
Okay.
Hey Josh,
Yeah, mate.
my computer just broke. Can you help me fix it?
Yep, I've just got Jacko and Das first, all right? And then I'll come and help you. Won't be too long.
Okay.
Guys, I'll be back in about an hour. I'm just going for a walk.
Yep. Okay, bye. Bye.
You know, guys, sometimes life gets really crazy, doesn't it? It gets busy. It gets, just crazy, and you don't even know what to do because you just feel like you're just going to explode. And I think even at this time when we're in, lockdown and we're not allowed to do much, I know for me personally, I actually need to change the atmosphere. And that might be a really big word. And I want you to think about that word atmosphere, because I'm going to talk about it a bit over the next few minutes. But atmosphere for me is that feeling that you feel around you, the feeling of the room. And now in nature, the feeling around me of being in peace and admiring the flowers and the bird noises and just being able to stop and quieten my soul even. And I like to sometimes, when I get crazy like I was at work, you saw just before, I like to change my atmosphere. So guys, for me, this is how I try to change the atmosphere for me when it's going crazy. I get out to a place like this, I put on some of my favourite worship music that you can hopefully hear in the background there, and I just try to stop. I just try to let God talk to me, minister to my soul, like we were saying. Let God talk to your inner being. I might even read some Bible verses, because the Bible does say, be still and know that I am God. And when you're crazy and things are going just all over the place and you don't know what to do, doing something like this helps you settle, helps you be quiet, and allows God to talk to your heart. So for you, it won't be maybe going out in nature. You might just need to go for a ride. You might need to go and play out in your backyard on the trampoline. I don't know what it is for you, but that's for you to try and work out what it is that will allow God to really speak to your heart and change the atmosphere. Hey guys, I've just been reading from Psalms, and I'm reading about King David. And David was promised to be king at a very, very young age. He's the guy who slayed Goliath and threw a stone at his head. And now he's got the king, King Saul, and a whole army chasing him because King Saul does not like the idea that David's going to be king. So you know what David's doing? He is hiding. He is scared. The king and the whole army with the king are all out to go and kill him. So he's hiding in a cave, all by himself, in the dark. And I'm just reading what he's writing. Can you imagine what it'd be like when someone's trying to kill you and you're hiding in a cave? Just think about that for a second. So I'm just trying to imagine now what it must have been like for David in this really cold, this dark, kind of scary spot to be. There are people outside that he knows are trying to kill him. And his atmosphere right now must have felt really hard and really tough for him. And yet what he does is writes these amazing psalms. In a minute, I'm going to read some verses of David's response to change his atmosphere, and I'm going to read Psalm 57, and you're going to see what sort of things David did to change his atmosphere. Can you imagine the atmosphere that's around David at this time? I mean, he is being hunted by the king. He is scared, quiet in a dark spot, maybe with a tiny little candle to just keep him occupied or keep him company, I suppose. And guess what he does? He writes psalms to God, not psalms that say, "Why me, God? Why are you doing this?" Let me share with you some of the verses that he reads. I'm reading verses 7 and 8 from Psalm 57. My heart is steadfast, O God. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make music. Awake my soul. Awake, harp and lyre. I will awaken the dawn. And can you hear the attitude that David is choosing in this time? Can you see what he has made really good choices to change the atmosphere around him despite what's going on out there? And that's what's so awesome about this part of the Bible. I love how David has consciously in his head decided to change his atmosphere. Get in! Oh, don't know if you guys have ever had the experience of going to the MCG, but that's a grand final back from several years ago, my team, the Hawks. The atmosphere at a big crowd, have you ever felt that? Have you ever been to a concert or another sporting event where there's thousands and thousands of people? I'm talking about that feeling you get and what it brings to you and what it does to you inside. And it's so good when it's exciting and it's going your way. I've also been in a crowd though where there's been booing and my team's losing, and then the atmosphere doesn't feel so quite as nice. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you about when it's tough at home, when you're doing it tough in whatever circumstance you're in, changing that atmosphere because you're not enjoying the surroundings that you're in. So what is it that you can do to allow more space for God to talk into your heart? But here we are on a different type of oval, and the atmosphere is so much different. I want you to talk about with someone that you really trust, mum or dad or someone else, about atmosphere and what they do to change their atmosphere. Change the feelings that are around you so that you can cope with the times that it's hard and tough and annoying and frustrating. And you can make space for God to talk to you and change the atmosphere.
Hey guys, and welcome to Crazy Craft, where we make awesome craft in a bit of a crazy way. Well, I love that message from Josh. We can change the atmosphere. So today, I think I'm going to try and change the atmosphere in some of my friends' lives. You see, this year for some of my friends and family, it has been really hard. And so I've gone around my house and collected some fun things, and my plan is to make a little special gift for them, to send to them, and hopefully it might just brighten up their day a bit, maybe even change the atmosphere in their homes. So I've collected a few different things, and you might like to do the same and grab other fun things from around your house. So I have some sprinkles here because I love sprinkles. They make my day so happy. I have some candles, I have all kinds of jars here, and some special little notes that I've written. So all I'm going to do is fill a jar with some brightness, and we'll see what happens. Let's go. I'm going to start with the test tube. Okay, and sprinkles, in they go. Oh, I forgot. Sprinkles go everywhere. Oh well, let's just get some in. Oh no, this is literally, maybe don't try this one at home. Sprinkles in. A nice little candle to brighten up their day is going in. I think I'm gonna pick this little note. Don't know if you can see it there. There we are, and that is gonna go inside. There we go. And then, oh, there's some more sprinkles. The lid is gonna go on top. See, all done, ready to go, ready to be sent away. I wonder whose day I might be able to brighten up this week. You know, I love candles. And a couple of weeks ago, my power at my house was actually out. And it's these candles that changed everything. You know, they completely changed my mood. Because, well, without them and the light that they brought, I probably would have gone to bed way before my bedtime because, well, I just couldn't see anything. But these candles gave my house some light. They completely changed the atmosphere. But did you guys know that fire actually needs oxygen to survive? So these candles actually need the air around it to keep going. Watch this. Did you guys see that? How the candle went up? You know, fire actually needs oxygen to survive. These candles, to keep bringing light and changing the atmosphere, actually need oxygen. And you know, I think the same is kind of true for our lives. You know, just before we heard about how David changed the atmosphere around him, well, we can do the same thing with our lives. You know, just like these candles and the fire needs oxygen to actually change the atmosphere around it, I think that David needed something to be able to change his atmosphere too. I think that David needed God to be able to change his atmosphere. And I think the same is true for us as well. We need God to be able to change the atmosphere around us. So why don't we finish by praying together today? Father God, I thank you so much that you help us change the atmosphere around us, that you are good, that you bring joy, that you bring peace, and that these are things that we can look to even when everything else around us feels different. So God, I pray for each of us that this week we would remember that no matter what is happening, whether our house feels like it's full of chaos and noise, and whether we feel sad inside or angry or all the kinds of feelings, God, I pray that we would remember that we can come to you and you will help us change the atmosphere around us. Would you help us be powerful people this week? In your mighty name we pray. And Discovery Kids said, Amen. Well guys, it has been another awesome week hanging out with you all. I do wonder what voice we will hear from next week. I'm pretty excited because Josh did an awesome job this week, didn't he? Well, keep up to date with everything from us on our Facebook page, or look out for our emails as well. And in case you haven't heard already, to all of you guys in primary school, we are launching something super exciting these school holidays. We are launching an online camp, which is so exciting. Basecamp 2.0. So make sure you sign up for that. If you haven't heard anything from us, make sure you email kids@discoverychurch.com.au and you'll find out heaps more all about it. But second week of the school holidays, all primary school students and some of our team are going to be joining with you guys to have an epic 3-day adventure. I cannot wait. Only a few more sleeps, so sign up as fast as you can. If you guys happen to try any of our activities this week, maybe you'll even think about some gifts that you can pull together from things around your home and send them to some of your friends. If you do that, take a photo and send it in, because I would love to see what you guys are up to. And well, maybe you'll give me some ideas of how I can brighten up other people's days as well. You guys are awesome. I've had so much fun again. Hope you have an awesome week, and we will see you again in like 7 days time. Bye.